$6,000 up to $14,000 adult monthly checks for the low income. I have all the details and exactly what you need to know right here in the video. Let's get right into it. I know in this video, I do want to focus on a few different programs that are out there right now encompassing $6,000 up to $14,000 in the form of monthly checks specifically focused on adults. That's what I want to focus on here in the video, as well as answering some questions and some concerns that I see from some of you down below in the comment section on exactly this topic. Let's get into it and talk through the details. And again, I want to point out something else that is going on out there right now and what they're talking about bringing back for millions upon millions of households, and that would also lead into exactly what we're focusing on here in this video. Again, adult checks. Really fast before we do, thanks for joining me. If you have not done so yet, make sure to do yourself a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button right down below the video. It is totally free to do so, and I'm here for you right by your side every single day, watching the latest details, hitting the wire, doing all the research, and breaking it all down into these short videos so you can stay posted on what is actually going on as things are changing very rapidly. And of course, I want to point out anything you can possibly grab or take advantage of, and anything that may be popping up that may impact your money, your benefits, your lifestyle, bank account, anything else like that. Of course, I'm going to bring it to your attention right away and continuously advocate on your behalf literally every single day, as it's a very busy time right now. We know that 2024 is all about you, the low income and fixed income beneficiaries. You've heard me say it 1,000 times before in other videos. Either way, I'm here for you. Again, please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet so you don't miss any videos going forward. It's all about you right now, 2024. And again, feel free to share this video with your friends, family, social media. There's a big old share button right down below the video next to the subscribe button as well. All right, thanks so much. Truly appreciate literally every single one of you here in the community. Let's get into it and talk about $6,000 all the way up to $14,000 for the low income in the form of monthly checks specifically focused on adults. Now, this is actually an interesting concept. Let me explain really quickly some of the questions and concerns that I see down below in the comment section, and I am 100% on your side, rightfully so. I say, yeah, you have a valid concern here. For those of you that are reaching out asking about this, what is going on and what about adult checks? I 100% agree with you. Let me talk about the details of this. So, the child tax credit payments, right? Yeah, exactly. Let me explain really fast here, okay? Remember a couple years ago, actually, to be fair, it was in the second half of 2021. It was in a piece of legislation that was passed in early 2021 called the American Rescue Plan. Then, starting in July, as in the beginning of July 2021, they started implementing ongoing monthly checks for 38 million households out there, where they were sending out an average of $422 per month for about 38 million households as a result of the advanced child tax credit payments. Do you remember that? Well, as a result of that, a lot of people are reaching out saying, what's going on? Why don't we get anything as adults, low-income seniors, people living on a fixed income, people with disabilities, the list goes on and on. What about us? They forgot about us yet again. Huge shock, right? Yeah, exactly. Well, let me explain what's going on here, because I've been seeing some questions down below asking about this. Believe it or not, right now, guess what they're trying to do? Bring back advanced child tax credit payments, as in monthly checks. Are they trying to bring it back for a limited time, as in a 6-month period of time like what they did back in 2021? No, they're trying to bring it back permanently. Yes, they're trying to do this right now. Like as we speak right now, they're trying to do this, as in they're trying to bring back these child tax credit payments and send them out on a monthly basis forever. Not like just 6 months, not for a year, forever. So could you imagine getting monthly checks in the amount of $422 every single month for basically forever? Not a bad situation, right? Yeah, exactly. Well, as a result of that, I've been seeing some questions, some concerns, and things like this from those of you here in the community reaching out asking, okay, this sounds nice, but what about me? I'm a 62-year-old senior. I'm a 66-year-old. I'm a 72-year-old. I'm a 49-year-old with a disability. Again, these are just some examples. I'm just, throwing out some random ages here. But my point is, you get it. Those of you here in this community, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Everybody here in the community, we're all here together living on a fixed income benefit or low income, something like this. What about us? If we do not have dependents under the age 18 and we're not eligible for the advanced child tax credit payments, what about some type of adult check? That's a great question. Yeah, I think we could bring this to the attention of lawmakers and ask them the exact same thing. Hey, lawmakers, what are you doing here, right? You're sending out checks to all these families with dependents and they're earning a pretty nice income, because the income threshold to receive these child tax credit payments are pretty high. $75,000 as an individual, $150,000 as a married couple. And there's also a phase out on that as well. So yeah, they even want to raise that income cap up to $100,000 for an individual and $200,000 for a married couple as well. So yeah, seriously, there's a lot of things that they're talking about. Okay, what about a fixed income senior living on a small Social Security benefit getting $10,000 a year or something like this, right? $800, $900, $1,000 a month. What about all these people? What about people with disabilities? Again, living on SSI or SSDI, getting less than $1,000 a month. Great questions, right? Well, that's why I want to focus on that here in this video. All right, so let me quickly talk about really fast here some of the programs that are going on right now across the country that are sending out up to $6,000 a year in the form of monthly checks, as well as another program that is out there right now. It is not passed yet. It is not happening as of right now, but where they want to send out $1,200 a month for adults or $14,400 a year for these adults for 5 years. Not bad. We'll take that one, right? Sign me up for number B, sorry. Sign me up for the second one, the second option there, right? $14,400 a year or $1,200 a month per adult. Yeah, we'll gladly take it, right? But anyway, let me tell you what's going on here. So across the country right now, believe it or not, there are well over 100 guaranteed basic income programs that have been implemented either on the state level, the county level, the city level, or even a smaller level than that, where there are millions of people across the entire country literally getting ongoing $500 no strings attached payments right now, okay? This is a thing that's happening. Now, is it happening all across the country in literally every state, literally every county, every city, every locality? No, it is not, okay? However, these are still popping up right now, and this year, there's states that are currently sitting on $100 billion that must be spent by the end of the year. I've said this before in another video. I would not be shocked one bit to see a bunch of states coming out right now implementing more of these guaranteed basic income programs, because they need to spend a lot of money before the end of the year, okay? Well, as a result of that, we'll need to continue watching this, but I would anticipate more of these guaranteed basic income programs to pop up all across the country. But anyway, these are happening right now. Now, again, in general, usually, not every single time, but most of these guaranteed basic income programs encompass $500 ongoing monthly checks that are no strings attached. In other words, do whatever you want with it. You can save it, you can spend it, you can give it away, whatever you want with it. Does not matter whatsoever. And that's $6,000 a year. That'd be really nice. That's almost an annual income for some people living on a fixed income benefit. That's a lot, right? $500 a month would be life-changing for a lot of people and would really better their lifestyle. Now next, that is what's going on out there. They're currently happening right now. Now next, let me quickly talk about this other program, and this is the Support Act, okay? Now this is one that I've brought to you before in other videos, but let me talk about it really quickly, because with the implementation of everything that's going on right now, automation, robotics, AI, artificial intelligence, basically people losing employment as a result of all of these advancements in technology, we need to continue watching this, because I've been saying it for a while now. I would not be shocked one bit. In fact, I 100% expect it to happen. At some point, we will see a guaranteed basic income program on the nationwide or federal level here in the United States. Now, what would this actually encompass? Here's what it would actually be. A guaranteed basic income program administered on the federal level would be all-encompassing. All states, all cities, all counties, all territories, things like this, because anything federal is all-encompassing. State by state is just within the confines of the borders of that specific state, right? But federal is all-encompassing. My point is, a guaranteed basic income program on the federal level would be across the entire nation. Now, who would that encompass? Adults. Just like the guaranteed basic income programs I just got done talking about a second ago, these are always focused on low-income adults every single time. They do not go out and say, hey, let's find the millionaires in the community here and let's send them on a check. They don't do that. If anything, they say, hey, let's find the millionaires, let's tax them, and let's take that money and give it to the low-income people, right? That's what they do. They do not find high-income or millionaire-type people and say, hey, let's give these people a check. No, that is not how the system works, right? No, they don't do that. All of these programs are always focused on the low income every single time, right? So even though a lot of us right now are feeling frustrated, thinking, hey, they abandoned us yet again, they're coming out with these ongoing monthly checks, they're resurrecting the child tax credit payments, things like this, I know a lot of us here in the community can get frustrated by this. I see the comments down below. I know a lot of people are very frustrated saying, hey, we're low-income adults. What about us? We're low-income seniors. We're low-income people with disabilities. What about us? Yeah, I totally agree with you. What about us, right? Yeah. Well, at the same time, remember, these guaranteed basic income programs are always 100% focused on the low income. Now, here's the thing. As a nationwide guaranteed basic income program or a nationwide program that would send out ongoing monthly checks, this is what it would include, is lower income people. Now, on the federal level, to be fair, generally the income thresholds are a lot higher than what they are on the state level, right? When it comes down to federally funded programs like this, generally the income thresholds are $75,000 a year up to, or as an individual, and up to $150,000 a year as a married couple. That's a very high low income, in my honest opinion. That seems way too high to me, but again, what do I know? And what does anybody care about my opinion? Doesn't matter. My opinion does not matter whatsoever. I'm just saying, if they truly wanted to make a low-income program, they should bring those incomes down to like $40,000, something like that, right? And again, we continue to find that people who receive benefits or money as a low-income person, generally under 40 grand a year, they're the best type of option to get money to because they spend the money quickly and it helps out the economy the most versus higher income people. But again, we can talk about that in a separate video. But the fact is, these are programs that are out there right now, and I would not be shocked one bit. In fact, like I said earlier, I 100% expect a guaranteed basic income program on the federal level. And remember, all of these programs are always focused on adults. Every single time they're focused on adults. However, we're still kind of waiting for a nationwide program at this point. Remember the stimulus checks. Now, let me give you just a quick example here. Remember the stimulus checks in early 2020, late 2020, and early 2021. Those were always focused on adults, right? They were focused on adults, and then sometimes they had a little kicker for dependents as well. Meanwhile, the child tax credit payments focus on the parents of dependents, and there's basically nothing for the parents other than the money that they would get on the behalf of dependents. Does that make sense? Right? So anyway, this is what it comes down to. Yes, these programs are out there now. We'll have to continue watching what happens going on here. But again, it's just like everything. It's a slow process. But there's a ton of different things that are happening right now. There's so many different bills, packages, proposals, all kinds of things that are happening right now. And any one of them could be life-changing in a major, major way for millions of people. But these are the types of adult payments on a monthly basis that are out there right now that would impact the livelihoods of lower income people. So all we can really do at this point is just continue watching. And again, remember, a lot of this is tied to technological advancements, especially in robotics and AI and artificial intelligence and automation, stuff like that. That's very important, as well as the economy. You've heard me talk about that before. I'm not going to go off on a rant talking about that right now, but it's mostly focused on the economy and the job market. What is going on with jobs? What's going on with the unemployment rate? Things like that. You've heard me talk about it before, so I don't need to talk about it here in this video, but that's what I want to bring to your attention right here in this video really quickly and kind of reassure those of you that are frustrated about this, what's going on. I get it. Right? We all are here together. We understand each other. We all speak the same language. We know what's going on here, and we all know that, yep, it's a rough time out there. And again, they got to do something for the low income, the fixed income people like this who are really, really, really struggling right now. Anyway, I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be. Again, please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. As always, leave your comments, your questions, your feedback down below. Otherwise, make sure to share this video with your friends from your social media. Again, a share button right down below the video. Go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel, including those that I have linked down below in the description or at the top of the comment section. There's a pinned comment there as well. And that's about it. Otherwise, enjoy your day, take care, and I'll catch you again later in the next video. I hope this one helps you.